Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. Today we're going to continue the best of or top 5 detailing products and tools. Today's category is going to be ceramic coatings. This was one that was highly recommended and some have been waiting for. I need to make something clear. This list today, my top 5, are going to be ceramic coatings or based. They may have a little bit of graphene or SiO2, TiO2 mixed in, but the base, the foundation of the coating is ceramic, SiO2, or polysilazane. They're both in the same ceramic family. And another thing I need to make clear, these are going to be the coatings that we all of us, consumers, prosumers, can order and get without having to be in an exclusive club or have to be trained by them, or you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are coatings that we all can order right offline, get shipped to our house, and put these on our cars ourselves. Another thing that was excluded from my top 5 as of this round are some of the newer coatings, because I know some of you are going to ask about DIY and clean and some of the other new ones out there, and it would be horseshit to put those on my list so soon. With a coating, anyway, I personally have to be responsible and wait for these to come back 2 years or later. With maintenance visits, and I know exactly what cars these are on, and when they do come back from maintenance, and I can check in on them and see how they're holding up and see how easy it is to keep them clean, to clean them, and how they look after a year or two preferably for me. I don't know about anybody else, but that's the way I do it. Then they will, I'm sure, make a list, because I'm really enjoying some of these newer ones that I mentioned. And so far so good with the ones that I mentioned, but I can't put them on a top list. You can't release a product and put the damn thing on any list within a couple days or within the first year. To me, it's got to be within the first year. Let me know down in the comment section if you agree or disagree. I respect you either way. Also, if you don't see one on the list here today, put it down in the comment section so all of us can see it and take a look at it. If we want to look at it closer, maybe we can pick it up and enjoy it ourselves. But for me, in my environment, where I am and for my customers, this top 5 for me is the way to go, in my opinion. Let's get started with the video. Okay, number 5 for me is going to be one, just like all of these. You don't need to be certified or trained to apply it. You can order it from their site direct. I actually saw it on Amazon a little bit cheaper, and that is the Meguiar's M888 Beyond Ceramic Coating. How it's beyond ceramic, how it's beyond the SiO2 traditional coatings, I don't know. It's a mystery, but this product here holds up on the vehicles that have come back for maintenance that I put them on. And that's pretty much solely what I am judging these coatings on, how they're holding up. Price, I'll let that up to you if these are expensive or not. This goes on thick. So some say it may be a little bit more work to get these on the vehicle. I don't have a problem with it. It is a viscous coating to work with, but it doesn't take me really any more time than any of these other coatings to get around the car and put it on. You put it on every surface. You don't need a dedicated wheel coating. You can put this on wheels as well. Plastic trim, aluminum trim, stainless steel, black piano finish. So way beyond painted surfaces. Put it on your wiper arms, the wiper cowl, keep those nice and dark and fresh. Put it on your glass if you want to. It's a little bit more work on glass, but I can tell you by looking at the vehicles that come back with this coating when they come in for maintenance, this holds up, and this is one I can recommend. This is my number 5, and let me go over some prices. I have to revert to my notes here. So there is a kit that this comes in from their website direct, $78.74. I see it cheaper on Amazon. One time I saw it 38 bucks on Amazon. So the price is all over the place. Just do your homework and you might be able to find a great price on that, but well worth it. It's the MA8 Beyond ceramic coating, and I don't know what's beyond about it, but it's a very, very good coating and anybody can get it. All right, let's get to number 4. Number 4 comes from a company that I've been working with for quite some time, years. And I've enjoyed the product line. I can't think of one product from them that I really didn't enjoy. There's some that are just meh, and it doesn't matter. I could grab another product off the shelf. But their coating line is incredible to work with, and that is Angel Wax. The Angel Wax Enigma Legacy, and they have a few coatings. They have wheel coatings. They have multiple body coatings, probably glass coatings by now. So it doesn't matter. I would use everything across the board with all of these companies. If you fall in love with their body coatings, your paintwork coatings, you're gonna fall in love with their glass, their wheels, and whatever else they have coatings for. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. The Angel Wax Enigma coatings, ceramic-based or SiO2 foundation, but they have TiO2 or titanium in them. As I've mentioned before, and especially if you've watched the top 5 ceramic detail spray videos, I mentioned how there are different gloss looks. There's the dripping wet gloss look from a wax, a nice T1 Carnauba or epoxy wax from 3D. And then on the other end of the spectrum, there's a real crisp, sharp gloss, a real bright shine to it. And that's where this falls on that end of the spectrum because of the titanium. Anything that has titanium in it, and they have a spray version of a sealant with titanium in it as well. And it just gives this real bright, it's a gloss and a shine and a reflection that grabs your attention. This is great coating, a great company. Let's talk about prices for this one here. The Legacy body, 2 different sizes, the 30 mil and the 50 mil. The 30 mil $79.99 and the 50 is around 100 bucks. Prices are going to fluctuate with these coatings, and that's up to you. I'm going to let that up to you if the price satisfies you or not, because there are some 30, there are some 130. But I could tell you one thing. It's hard to tell some of these coatings apart. I don't know if perhaps, so many have been relabeled over the years that they're practically the same with just some slight tweaks here and there to make it their own. But it is hard to tell some of these apart. On the other hand, there's 1 or 2 or 3 that do set themselves apart, and those are at the top of my list. So let's keep going. Okay, let's get towards the top of the list, and just like all of my other lists, I like to include some that are kind of on the retail side and then some that are on the boutique side, retail, Meguiar's, you can pick that stuff up anywhere, and then some that are a little harder to find, but if you dig for them and pay a little bit more for them, which you obviously will, you will probably fall in love with them if you are an enthusiast, and here's one for the enthusiasts. My number 3 is Kamikaze coatings, and in particular, since they have quite a few, the ISM. Kamikaze coatings, I'll put links down below so you can look into these. They are a Japanese coating company, and you're going to pay probably a good 40% more for these coatings than other coatings, and even more. But they are so fun to work with. The packaging, from the order to when you get it, the packaging to working with it, and then seeing the results, which this is the most important part to me, I have to mention again, seeing these cars come back for maintenance visits and they still look incredible. And the customers telling me, hey, I'm going a week or 2 sometimes through rainstorms and it still stays clean and looking incredibly glossy. And that's so important that they're smiling at me and they're telling me how much a year or 2 or 3 years down the road, how much they love the coating. And that has been so with Kamikaze coatings, especially ISM. This is going to be the hard part, relaying some of the prices to you, but let me go over them. The ISM is a ceramic coating. So the ISM ceramic coating, this is their 3rd version that they're into, is $175.95. Their high-end Zipang is, or Zipang that they call it, $279. I believe they even have one that's more expensive. It is the Kamikaze Miyabi. You could put Miyabi on top of ISM or the Zipang, and that kit with the two is $380. Miyabi, which to me is a great topper for any coating, hydrophobic gloss topper, or you can use it on its own and it'll last about a year or two. But if you top it on ISM or Zipang, you won't have to coat your car, again, as long as you own it anyways. People don't hold on to their cars longer than 5, 6, 7 years on average. Some of you hold on to yours forever till the wheels fly off. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you could swing it, and if you're looking to experience something completely different, I would look into the Kamikaze coatings at some point or another. If you know somebody that has some, ask, hey, can I try that? I'd love to try that on one of my vehicles. But a great experience, very pricey. That's my number 3. Okay, number 2 for me has been around for a long time, and that is for a reason, because the coatings are easy to work with and they last. Anybody can order them just like these other ones. You don't have to be trained. You don't have to be in an exclusive club. And there are a few to choose from, either on their own or team them up. You got the XO, the Crystal Serum Light, XO and Crystal Serum, the Ultra. Oh, they have, the XO and Crystal Serum Light as a team, the Serum Light, the Evo, or the XO version 5 Ultra Durable, the Crystal Serum Ultra, the Crystal Lacquer, the Halo, which we like to use for on top of paint protection film. You can use that on film and vinyl. That's a great coating. So across the board, the Gtechniq products are easy to use. Just the hydrophobics and the beading and the slickness and the gloss and the ease of use are right there. Check, check, check. Checks across the board in every box. And there are a lot of Gtechniq users out there that can attest to these coatings. Down in the comments section, guys, you know you are. Go ahead, let them know out there. Let them know how good Gtechniq is. Fantastic company. I've never met anybody from. I've never talked to anybody from Gtechniq. I guess they're from it's a California-based company, but. If you get a chance to use their coatings at some point, you're looking for something different, maybe give them a shot. I do have to reiterate, like I do in all the other videos for this series, if you are using a coating that works for you, it is economical, it doesn't cut into your overhead, it's easy for you to work with, it gives you the results that you're looking for, it puts a smile on your customer's face, and when it comes back, it makes maintenance visits easier for you, then don't worry about this and don't switch. Keep using it. Don't line up your product on your shelves and fill up cabinets. It's a waste. Especially this stuff here goes bad after a little while. It starts to crystallize and you get floaters. So if you have something that works for you, then don't worry about it. Maybe later, if you get a little bored, you want to try something new, then revert back to these videos and you have something to go by. So that's my number 2, and we are already up to my number 1 on the list. All right, number 1, and we have them all front and center once again, but by far number 1 for me is going to be the Gyeon coatings. And for a little bit of a confession, when I was coming up with my own product line, I had it in mind to emulate the polysilazane coatings that they use. Their base is a polysilazane, Si3N4. The nitrogen backbone within the formula gives it a higher temperature and abrasion threshold, if that makes sense. And I fell in love with their coatings, and they were by far, to me, the best out there. So you have Moe's, you have Evo, you have Synchro, Can Coat. I mean, you have all of those coatings from them and many more. Take your pick, it doesn't matter. Actually, the one I pulled is the one I was just using. I was using the Gyeon Matte. That's a ceramic coating, polysilazane. And it's within the same family, and that is by far one of the best coatings out there as well. Gtechniq coatings, just a fantastic experience from the time you order, the packaging, the application, the wipe off, the first few minutes after you apply it, walking around the car puts a smile on the installer's face. Then the customer comes and there's a smile on their face, and then when they come back, there's still a smile on their face saying how much they still enjoy it. And then there's another smile on my face because maintenance is very easy and I see that it's holding up, and I know I made the right choice with choosing polysilazane with my coatings. By the way, even if my coating company still existed, I sold the formulas, I wouldn't have them in a top 5. It's just not the thing to do, man. But anyways, Gtechniq coatings, guys, you don't need to be in a special club or trained or certified or any of that jazz. You don't have to pay extra. You can just jump on the site, order it, and revert to some of the videos on YouTube to learn how to prep for them, because it doesn't matter which one you choose to go with or which one you choose to stay with. If you like one, what you get out of it is the preparation for the coating. There are detailers out there that will just, wash, decontaminate, use the panel prep on a car and coat. I'm telling you to polish, at least with a cleaner polish, to really get that surface flat and clean and get it ready to accept a ceramic coating. Paint correction beforehand also helps with the aesthetics, brighten it up and shine it up and glossy and less scratches and less swirls and less etching. The correction process also removes dead paint molecules, oxidation that may be even hard to see, but a coating bonding onto that isn't a very strong coating. The foundation of the coating should be, in my opinion, a paint-corrected surface. So that is my list. Let me know what your list would be or what you enjoy that's not up here on the table. If you use these guys, down in the comment section, go ahead and lay down your testimonials for everybody to see, because I will agree with them. They are fantastic. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. Oh, by the way, maybe in a year or two, some of those new coatings that I know you're going to ask about may pop up on this list, but I need time with them. I need time to have an accurate reading of the coating. Hey, I'll catch you in the next video.